Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dominions 4, The Thrones of Ascension, Death March of the Penguins. It is early summer in the year 7 of the Ascension Wars. We continue to march toward victory. In fact, we're at the part of the game, I think, now where victory is all but assured. We are just kind of moving things around. Cold Feet has cast Troll King's Court because I have a ton of gems, and why not? You know, it kind of feels like in this LP that up until a few episodes ago, I was struggling in all terms of resources. Like, I didn't have enough troops, I didn't have enough money, I didn't have enough gems. And now, all of a sudden, in the past 3 episodes, it's just been crazy. I have an overabundance of everything. And part of it is due to the land I've conquered, but also part of it is just due to being able to search more sites. Just everything's kind of culminated, like a snowball rolling down a hill. So at this part of the LP, I almost feel like I wish there was a bunch of strong enemies just right outside of my knowledgeable area who will then come in and attack. Because right now, I'm actually in a good place to fight a really awesome battle, but my enemies have all been weakened irreversibly. So I guess that's the pitfall of any 4X strategy game, is there just comes a point where it's a great struggle and you just don't have any resources to do the cool stuff, and then finally, once you're able to do all the cool stuff, you don't need to because you've already won. And that's unfortunate, but it's not limited to just Dominions. Anyways, we're casting Voice of Tiamat. We didn't find anything. We're doing some death spells too, Pale Riders and Behemoth. Dr. Dalaman has cast Children of the Eternal Ice. Got another Forest Giant on the way. Starlid cast Trade Wind in another coastal land with a lot of population to give us even more money. Bunch of Blood Slaves. Battle in Machaka. I didn't even know this. This is the capital of Machaka that we are attacking. I wasn't even paying attention. But this is our gigantic army against some basic province defense, and nothing to see there, folks. We lost 1 fighter, 7 ice throwers. We didn't lose any standard bearers because we don't have any. And that's kind of the deal there. Lilidor. Lilidor? Oh yes, this is Kitten the Brave. And she is very brave, or he. I'm not sure. Well, she, obviously, Succubus is a female. The player who named it, I believe, is a male. Regardless, bravery is being shown by leading this small of a force against provinces all by themselves. This is my first trials of a raiding force, and frankly, it's going pretty well. The key is to pick the provinces that you're raiding. We lost 1 only, and only raid provinces with little defense that you can take. Canis Plain. Now this is the gigantic demonic army that has been bolstered by a ton of red throwers now. Now this was kind of strategically poor, I think, because I believe we would have won this battle with next to no casualties except for what you just saw. How our flyers flew in right at the moment that all of our red throwers threw their javelins, and we took out probably all of the casualties. All 13 of these guys were probably killed by my own troops. So if only we could have had those flying guys hold a bit longer, or if only they had flown a bit further to the back. So I'm starting to think that for synergy purposes, you either want a bunch of corrupted backed up by a bunch of red throwers, or you want a bunch of corrupted backed by a bunch of flyers, but you do not want them both. We are being attacked. Oh no, we are attacking. Ah yes, Daggerel Halcyon. This is nothing we haven't seen before, but I do so like to see him tear through these bad guys like a hot knife through butter. Their arrows just fling helplessly off him. And they're already running. Oh, I've been forging like a madman. Like, my item treasury is like half full of stuff. I have horror helms, I have swords, I have shields, I have tons of things. And hopefully I will get some of these guys to a lab where I can equip them with that to make it useful. But again, as I stated at the beginning, I don't need to. They're doing just fine on their own. Maybe someone should invent a game where once you've reached this part where you think you've won, all of a sudden a new enemy shows up. with overwhelming force, and you have to then challenge yourself against that. That would be so interesting and so cool. Mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is this now? Oh, this is our good friend Blue Ice Wallace, I believe, yes? Oh, look at that. They're sending some sprites against him. Apparently these vines are so awesome that they can leap up out of the ground and capture a fast-flying sprite. Those are some awesome vines. I'm not an expert on vines. I'm not a horticulturalist, but that seems like a pretty good vine to me. And we're going to take out a Mound King. Oh, God, Blue Ice Wallace, I love you. I love everything about you. You are just amazing. Absolutely amazing. The City of Easterland Paradox. And here's what I was worrying about, folks. If you watched the last episode, you would have heard me say, the army here is a bit small. Well, yes. And even with the large amount of province defense that I purchased to kind of make up for that fact, well, apparently giant ants are a bit more formidable than I was given to believe. Good news is the elephants are running. Not sure why exactly, but I'm happy about it. Bad news is giant ants don't run, because they are magical creatures with incredible morale. So, yes. In fact, I may want to summon them in a future campaign, because they seem like really awesome meat shield frontline guys. And unfortunately, we're just getting tanked. Fire elemental here. Well, so much for that. And we are routed. Tragic, tragic loss, but with a silver lining, we did not lose any leaders. Although I'm kind of upset with our bear leader here who ran away before really engaging the enemy. We took away one elephant. It was a fiasco. We took out 25 of 137. They still have quite a few troops left to go. Uli Atham. You know, I suggested a bunch of province names to the developers, which they said they were going to add, and I don't think they did. They added a bunch of new province names, but they're just random gibberish words, like Oliatham. I had stuff that was like... I mean, I'm not saying it's really clever. It was relative to what we had, so it was like the Dark Forest, or the Emerald Forest, or, you know, just if it was a forest province. It's shit that made sense. Stuff that you'd actually name things, not just random gibberish words. But apparently the gibberish words won out in the end. That's alright. And of course we're going to win this. We lost nothing. Very good. Very good. Okay. A blight has struck the land. That is more than anything a jerk spell, probably. New trade routes. I like the sound of that. Vengeful Crone. Oh well. We're starting to destroy a bunch of forts, but the only one that was open to us is Canis Plain. So, by quick way of explanation, I am moving Starlid over here to cast Trade Wind yet again, because the only thing better than lots of money is even more money. Wet Wing number 2, I'm going to move down here. Forgot to do that. I'm moving Svatopluk and Taharka down here to give them tactical flexibility. They could join whichever army around here they need to cure afflictions and do what they need to do. Penatus is building a temple. We are storming Canis Plain, and then I think after that I'm going to give the flying troops with this army to Kitten the Brave, and I'm just going to let whoever's, I think it's Inglorious Canadian, I'm just going to let him hang out and fire his super awesome bow while the rest of the guys lead. That's fine. Machaka we're sieging without much difficulty. Kitten is moving over here to take this province. After the fiasco here, I'm moving everyone from including Black Blubber, who recently just arrived, out. I'm moving Yikali up here to get more troops, and once they get here, they're going to move down against these guys. If they try to go after one of these provinces, they're probably going to get it. Tazo's moving up to Dre2, and Blue Ice Wallace are going to work together and come down here. I was going to split them up, but I just don't have faith in Dre2 all by himself against an army that includes undead troops. So that's how we're going to be for right now. I'm moving my scouts further out to get a view of what's going on. We have found Ermor, so they are actually holding out. They must have a pretty large chunk of provinces. We're continuing to siege Ross because we can't really do much until it is sieged. Plus there's a throne here, the Silver Throne, which is a fantastic throne, by the way. I really wish I could have had that sooner. And I'm moving these guys. Once this fortress falls, then we're going to go into the Undersea province and fight these Ictiids for this throne. This army is pitifully undermanned, although its magical properties are quite good. So, and remember now I gave some boots to Moonwatcher. I also gave Magicae Inquisitorum, weightless scale mail, and a wine bottle. But I'm moving all these guys down. Balder, Percival, Stamps, Kingtip, and Annis HP down to join them. I figure if Machaka wants to try some crazy stuff and try to take this province back, they can because I have so many troops coming here. I have Lone Wolf, who's full, moving down with Shu and Soup. Fangawolf is loading up on troops from here. Axicom is moving up here. I have Konstantinos, Polat, Banshee, Lucius, Icewolf, and Hubar, giving Lucius a Wall Shaker and a wineskin for himself. Down here we have Eldest Wolf, who is coming to the front along with Chicky. They're working together. Hidden is moving down as a scout. Psychoth is moving here to build a temple. Eldest is just a bunch of our protectors in a line, who I didn't set to attack. Very smart of me. And some guardians of his own. He's firing. Chicky is doing all the crazy stuff. She's mist forming, Thunderstrike, and then Falling Frost when they get closer. She also has some guardians. And we're also going to pick up, if Chicky can, I'm pretty sure she can, right? Well, she can't, but who cares? Well, actually, no, she can lead 2 squads. Okay, so I have all manner of unpleasantness here waiting for these guys. We have Children of Eternal Ice, we're getting Guardians of the Eternal Ice, we're getting Bears. I moved Batman and Dr. Dalaman down here. So they're staying, they're consolidating and then moving east. I'm moving Ray Joseph down to add to the forces that we have here. I'm just going to let Pelagia be. I'm just going to stay here and defend against them. No reason to risk my troops trying to defeat them. I've set up blood hunting operation here. Master James is coming down with more troops. We're getting Pale Riders here, along with just regular troops. I'm blood hunting. Here I've got Flom. I've already given him this dagger, which gives him +1 blood. I'm going to give him a brazen vessel to give him +1 blood, which will allow him to basically create all of the blood boosters, the armor, the brazen vessel, and the dagger. Too little, too late, but I was going to give them to Cold Feet, so he could start forging Earth Stones, which is a Earth booster that you need blood magic for. It gives you +1 Earth, and it gives you, I believe, 1 Earth gem per battle. So that would have been great. If I could mass produce those, that would be fantastic. Let me introduce you to my 2 new friends, Hector Berlioz, the Troll King, who I've got a Horror Helm. I'm forging a Vine Shield, got a Frostbrand. He already has his own regeneration, so I didn't give him the regeneration. I'm going to give him the Trident that flies around you and kills people. I do have him getting Reinvigoration, and I'm going to be giving him the Boots of Earth to give him 4 Earth. You know what I didn't think of is armor. I'm having Taziki forge a bottle. You know, I don't need another Frostbrand. I have plenty for right now. I'm going to have Will instead forge... What should he get? Dragon Scale Mail will give him increased morale, which is good for a thug, and cold resistance, which is good for my domain. That's 16 protection, but it reduces defense by 1. This adds defense. It has better defense. I don't know. Normally, under 9-10 out of circumstances, I would choose the Chainmail's Displacement for the added defense, but I think because my Dominion is so frickin' cold, it would make sense to do the Blue Dragon Scale Mail. It's not that much worse. This one has 15 cold resistance, defense -2. Oh yeah, this one's better. And the morale, we'll see. So we'll go with this. Okay. Vengeful Water is finally being cast by Pymous. Really excited about that. Huntress is forging the Horn of Valor, and Mega Caesar's forging the Vine Shield. The Horn of Valor because as much as I love these Bloodbringers, they are just terrible leaders. They are just absolutely terrible, so they need a Horn of Valor just to even be relatively decent. Ancient Furnius is hanging out just to get some troops, but I will be moving him out soon because, well, like I said, the game's nearly over. Socrates, Northern Lizard, and Colonial are still helping out Coldnar. He's almost fixed. We're blood hunting here. I've stopped recruiting troops in these forts because they're too far away from the front line to do any good anyway. I'm starting to recruit them from our more frontline forts. Daggerl's coming down here. I wanted him to go here, but he can't move 2 at a time. So he's just going to come down here, and then we'll see what to do with him. Hopefully this will fall at some point, and we can move armies down here. But again, if not, we have reinforcement armies on the way. So let us end the turn. because this has already gone long enough. These episodes are becoming very, very long because there's a lot going on, and I'm having to explain it all. But I believe that we can get through these battles without too much. I've moved to alteration for my research. I'm going full bore alteration because I've given up on elemental royalty. I'm not going to need them before the end, but alteration will give us the spell liquefy, which is really, really cool, and I want to use it at least once before the LP is over. I might not be able to, but so it goes. I mean, what can I do? Very easy research? That'll be crazy. I'll gain like 3 levels of research every turn. Sylvanus, the Archbishop of the Sacred Shroud, has claimed the Throne of Thorns. So that is the Ermorian guy. Ermoran? Vengeful Waters working. Voice of Tiamat, nothing. Wow, this is the worst undersea place ever. Gnome lore, nothing. Tons of blood slaves. Okay, battle in Mir. Machaka. So this is the counteroffensive of Machaka. They're of course going to win this because we have pathetic province defense and oh shit. You guys were supposed to leave, and I apologize for the profanity. This twice now in 2 episodes. I apologize. I will definitely keep an eye on that. The problem here is the province defense. If they retreat, it's going to cause these guys to retreat. By themselves, I bet you they could take them, but with the stupid province defense, they may cause everybody to retreat. Maybe not. We'll see. Well, it appears we're still fighting, but we may lose one of our heroes here. This is a lot of bad guys. He's already been hit. I wish they'd be close to each other to help each other, but... oh, this is tense. This is tense, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he just got hit hard. He's enraged. That's fine. It doesn't hurt him. Okay, he's got a few hit points below max. His max is 50, he's down to 44. That's definitely not good. He does have regeneration. We'll see. I'm not worried about Blue Ice Wallace. He'll do just fine. Okay, up to 48. Okay, but he is fatiguing out a little bit. And he is on fire, which is not optimal. If Blue Ice Wallace could potentially kill all those guys and come here to help him, that would really be neat. Now see, if we had horror helms at this point, we probably could win the battle with the enemies just running away in terror. Come on, Blue Ice. Help your buddy out here. Help him out. There we go. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, the tension. The elephants are kind of standing idle. There's not much they could do. Did I just see that? Did that just happen? Oh, no. I thought the elephant killed Blue Ice. But he did not. That was ridiculous. That would have been a very big surprise and also really, really terrible. If this battle teaches you one thing, ladies and gentlemen, let it be that, first of all, Vine Shields, amazing. And second of all, did anybody notice that their god is here? Because I certainly didn't until just this moment. Vidar the Worm is taking this battle. Horror Helm, 2 helms. Holy Moses. Blue Ice is doing his best, but he's getting killed. He's poisoned. This may be the end of Blue Ice Wallace. I had no idea their god was in this battle. And he's enraged too. Everybody's enraged. That is terrible, and he's only got limited regeneration too, so he is not set up to fight a giant worm. Not at all. And the worm apparently has better regeneration than he does. Our only hope is that the army decides to... nope. We are routed. Blue Ice is running. No afflictions, but will he make it away? I don't know if he will. Ugh. He hits Blue Ice there. Nope. Blue Ice is gone. Oh, what now? Dre2, have you been turned into stone? You have. You've been paralyzed. Not optimal. Just get out of there. Just run. He's not going to make it. Well, mate, no. Damn. We would have won that battle under any circumstances besides the one in which we fought it. We took out 96 troops, including a voice of lion, but the worm god that I was not expecting. Oh, boy. Well, I gotta say, that was still an awesome battle. That was an amazing battle, and they fought like lions. They took out so many troops, it was ridiculous. And now we know where their god is, so we can take him down. And I can resummon Blue Ice. That's not a problem. Dre2 is gone for good, but he's a great hero. I'm not even gonna watch this. That's a silly group, and we took them all out. Remisia, this is our attack, okay? Oh, right. Kitten the Brave. And I believe this will be another glorious success, but we shall see. Yeah, lions and cavemen, not particularly effective against corrupted flying Ledan. We lost nothing. Badamore, they're attacking us. It's always Badamore. They're probably going to win, because we only have province defense. I didn't even know they could get to Badamore. That was kind of stupid on my part, but I do have reinforcements coming. Melma. Okay, Daggerl Halcyon. I don't know. He should win this. I don't expect that he wouldn't, but it's worth watching. That sword does look pretty terrible. Boom. They're already running. They don't want any of this. Dude, that is a shame what happened to Blue Ice Wallace. I had no idea. That battle was like 75% over before I even knew there was a god there. Because the worm doesn't look that impressive, you know? It looks just like a regular summoned troop. And they're already running. Okay. A Nidra. Machaka's attacking us again. And they're going to take this one as well. So our 2 raiders have been destroyed. They've conquered back 2 provinces. You better not be... No, you're just a regular Tundra warrior. Okay, whatever, I don't care. We didn't do very well. Fortress of Knies Plain. Only 3 leaders, tons of troops. I think we're going to do fine in this one. Our red throwers are quite effective. Where are our flyers, though? There they are. Exactly where I want them. Alright. Oh, again! Again we do this. Yes, I mean this, folks. Never ever put the corrupted flying Ledan with the red throwers. Ever. Okay. We won, and we lost practically all of our flyers. A few corrupted. All of our red throwers made it away, of course, because they're too busy killing our flyers. Zuri, the voice of Spider, was attacked by an ice elemental. What are you doing in my land, Zuri? You deserve what you get, sucker. I love ice elementals, so much better than water elementals. Shakalatuda, the Merman Scout. There are such things as Merman Scouts? Not anymore. Kipanga, the Machaka Scout. Wow. I'm glad I cast this spell. I'm getting rid of all their scouts. You know, if you're playing multiplayer, this spell's awesome. Because nobody can hide in your land. They're all going to get attacked by ice elementals or water elementals. That's beautiful. And a Shadow Imp. I know we beat him. Dominion change. Crap. Gold. I like it. Income down due to, again, penguin bureaucracy. And we are not having any success whatsoever in bringing down the walls of these fortresses. Alright, so let's look at things here. We're being horribly stalled here by all of these fortresses that refuse to go down. I am going, however, to increase the defense of Knies Plain. That'll be my forward base for right now. In fact, let's just give it 30. Why not? We have plenty of money. And I'm going to move Kitten up here to pick up some more flyers. In the meantime, I'll move the flyers away from Inglorious. He's just going to hang out with these guys, and I'm going to put these guys back into a to a line. And they're all three going to move here to get rid of that temple and maybe assist the siege of Machaka itself. And Kitten will refresh here. We've been completely obliterated in this edge, and look at this. There's 160, 60. This must be where their main. Well, no, I mean I don't know where these troops came from. We're closing down on them from this angle. Two great heroes have fallen though, and now we're in kind of trouble. Balls deep flew in here, expecting to be in the easy land, and now we're kind of in trouble. So let's give Tazo some troops. That is nowhere near enough troops. Cyanus will build a temple because we need one bad. And it'll be inside the castle, so even if we lose the province, that's fine. Balls deep, you're going to patrol. We should probably give you some guardians, I would suppose. And you are going to do the thing that we all do. You're going to misform, and you're going to Thunderstrike. And you can't do Falling Frost, actually, so you're just going to Thunderstrike. Your little heart out. It'll work against these guys because they just have large amounts of chaff troops. Don't know what we're going to do if the enemy god comes hanging around. You guys are going to hold an attack closest, let the province defense soak up their main thrust. Okay, so we're good here. This huge army is here, but I don't know what to do with them at this point because I'd rather stay in defense here because I don't know what these guys are going to do. If I move down here and they move up, then we got big problems. So Yikali, we need you to go there. Master James, we need you down here to help us. Alright, Unrest is getting better here. Alright folks, well, thank you so much for watching. Next turn we're of course going to see more battles, more sieges. Looks like this is the Throne of Thorns that Ermor just conquered. We are slowly making our way here. This army, with all of our magical friends, is going to come down and help. We can probably take these guys out and bat them more with Lone Wolf, Mr. Penguin, Soup, and Shoe. I would expect so. So I'm going to trust that these guys can handle themselves now that they've become super large, and we're going to move up against these guys. Hidden, I'm going to have you. This is a good vantage point from which to see what's happening around here. Since they're moving all their troops over here, they don't have much here to threaten this army, which is good because this army is not that large. In fact, Fire Lungs, how would you like to do a little raiding on your own down here? That would be super helpful. And maybe if they'll move some of these guys over here, Fire Lungs will have some fun. Am I protecting you pretty well? Can't give you a horror helm, that would be nice, but... Alright, well, we've gone over time, so that's what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to try to clean up the areas they've taken from us. I'm going to try to hold a stalwart defense here in the west. There's no point in me moving further here. I'll let Machaka beat themselves against my defense because really all I need is the throne, and there is a throne here, which is 2-point throne, and there's a throne here, which... If that's the silver throne, then what was I saying this one had to be? Throne of the Moon. So that's two 2-point thrones, plus the 3-point throne that I'm moving Skitch up to take, plus my 2-point throne that I already have claim, or not, it's right next to me. So yes, I'm moving... Where is he? Skinch. Skinch, I'm moving you over here. It's best. Actually, can you Cloud Trapeze? That's even better. Whoa, why is this box so big? That's weird. Cloud Trapeze to the throne. There you go. So Skinch is going to be ready to claim that when we need to for victory. We are creating a new... Or I thought we were creating a new. Did we already? Yeah, we do. Okay, so we have a new friend here. This is going to be Theoden. Again, I only have some fighters left, so I'm just going to start naming them after mages because I'm not really recruiting any more fighters. There's no purpose to doing that. Right. So Theoden is going to get ready to claim the throne when the time comes that is necessary. So I'm only one name away from being done with all the naming. That is pretty awesome. Hopefully next turn we'll get someone really cool that I can name. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.